Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, depends on when you're watching this. As you all know, we haven't posted a video for a long time now. Various reasons for that, but we do apologise. And we're going to start posting them quite regularly in the new year. But before this Christmas, I just wanted to go through with you what additions we've made to the fleet, and which cars are running, which one currently aren't, and just give you a bit of just a catch up, really, just to let you know what's happening. With regards to the boat, I've done some electrical work on that boat, and that boat's now fully working, and I will be putting a running video up by the spring now before we take that out. We did I broke the rudder. I've actually repaired the rudder, but I've actually bought a brass one, which is obviously a little bit smaller. I may have to fit that. We'll see if the rudder repair holds out, so we'll just have to see. The rustler's actually fine, although Zach blew the motor up on this one, so that's running another brushless motor. I forgot how many turn it is actually, but it's there, and it's sporting some nice shiny new back wheels, so that's waiting for some action. You can't see in there, but we've actually fitted some aluminium shock caps because the rear shock caps just were popping off at every opportunity, so they're now fitted. Zach bought this about 6 months ago, which is an Armour Granite Mega, I believe they call it. It's a two-wheel drive, I don't know, is it a truggy? Fantastic little thing to jump. It's only running at the moment a 15-turn Armour brushed motor. So one of the first things we're going to do in the new year, Zach wants to go brushless with this one. We're not going to go silly with it, probably 10.5 turns, something like that, and that should be good fun. It's a great car to drive. The Slash four-wheel drive, I think I did a video with the new shell. Obviously we've bashed it a lot since that video, and I've smashed the shell to bits again. They really are not the best shells. The main breakage point was here where it mounts at the back, so I've made a piece of aluminium cover there, which just fills the hole in, and it makes it much stronger at the back, so it can't pull out of the body when you're doing any particularly bad landings. I need to have a look at this one. It's making some horrible noise. I'm not sure if it's a bearing what's gone in the rear diff. I did rebuild both diffs in the summer. In fact, I rebuilt the whole car, with refreshed all the shocks, etc. But possibly the motor may be on its way out, or I'm not sure if it's a bearing. I need to look at that, and that's one of the jobs. We have a list now of work we need. The drift car unfortunately has not been used at all really this year. The two-wheel drive Slash, that needs, I believe, a spur gear. I tried to sell that actually recently, but I wasn't very successful with it. I got my time wasted a few times. The Hornet, I am just about to buy a new shell for the Hornet. It never had a rear wing on it, so I'm just about to put a new shell in that one, and get some new rear tyres for it, and that'll be great. I think it's running a 19 turn at the moment, Saturn motor HPI. Whoops. The holiday buggy is, I think I've mentioned before, was a car that I bought my father for Christmas, when unfortunately he died not long after, and I've just not been able to build it. I've just struggled to find it in me to build that one, but we've got an RC car meet coming up in February, and I'm having it done for that. Everything's in the box waiting, the motor, the ESC, the bearings, everything's waiting to go, so I'm going to do it. I've just got to get on with it. It's just not proved easy to do that one, I'm afraid. But I will get on with it. There's also a grasshopper, which you can see in the, well, you can't really see, but there is a grasshopper down there, which again needs building, which will be done again for February. What else? They're the buggies that we have. The Team Associated is running fine. We need a new shock tower for the Rising Storm. The Neo Scorcher and the Dual Ridge are both absolutely fine. This one now is actually running, we've got the Schumacher pins on it, which make a big difference, and it's actually running, if you can see there, a Titan 12 turn 550 size can, brushed, and it's a little flying machine with that, it really is. And then Zach's Dual Ridge is running a brushless, a little brushless motor. You can just see in there. I'm not sure what turn that one is, but that's running fine. Possibly needs a new steering servo. The Neo Fighter buggy has a problem with the diff. I haven't even looked at it yet. And then the Stadium Blitzer is great little car, and that's running again a brushed motor, 15 turn Saturn, which is more than enough for that one. My Lancia and the Subaru down there have had no use at all, no running time, and neither has the Dave Mini. The biggest thing we've been doing with RC recently is Zach's been touring car racing, and he started about 2 months ago. I said if he gets into it, genuinely gets into it, we'll buy a decent touring car. He's currently running a TT02, the rally one, but I've said I'll get him a Schumacher, which seems to be the car of choice, or an X-Ray, but at the moment he's learning. There's a couple of TT02s in the club, so he's not completely, hasn't got the worst car completely. It's a decent Schumacher shell, but it's taken obviously a battering because he is still learning to drive. Obviously it's running the tyres that we have to run in the club. We also run a tyre additive on them as well. And then motor-wise, it's running a 13.5 turn Speed Passion. Basically the club allows you to run 17.5 turn with boost, or 13.5 turn in blinky, which is what we're doing. We haven't even got oil shocks in this, it's still got the kit shocks. So again, this is due a couple of upgrades before we start racing again. But he's doing really well, he's very consistent, is Zach. It's not anything I can do, so I'm not going to even attempt it. Up here, got a little aeroplane there, a tiny little radio control aeroplane, which I bought off eBay just for a laugh, really. We've not had any decent weather since I've bought it to try and fly it. It needs obviously a very calm day in terms of weather, so we might try and get a bit of video of that at some point when it's up in the air. So that's that. Seem to be getting a bit of a collection of Hot Wheels cars at the moment. My boys keep buying them and we keep putting them in the shed. We've got a little Tamiya one there, which is the little Honda City Turbo, which is great. That's about it. Zach's probably going to be getting another car for Christmas, so obviously he'll be showing you that. But for now, it just really to catch up. We're still here. We haven't done a great deal, one thing and another, but there's a lot to be getting on with. We've got a lot of parts to be buying, and a lot of, quite a bit of investigation work on others. So we are coming back with it. We're going to get some more videos out, not before Christmas, but certainly after Christmas. If Zach's lucky enough and gets another car this Christmas, then he'll probably want to show a video of the car that he's getting, and I'll show you the holiday buggy once it's completed. I've actually got some birthday money. I turned 50, few days ago, and I'm thinking I think I'm going to buy a lunchbox. I really fancy having a lunchbox again, so that's probably the plan. And then we'll try and get the Lancia out and Max's, my other son's Subaru, as well at some point. So that's it. I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas, a great Happy New Year, and we'll speak to you soon. Goodbye.